there exists a constant battle for survival. Welcome, my friends, to Atomics on a Friday, a fascinating journey into the realm of cybersecurity, data, and atomic testing. Today, we shall embark on an adventure with two seasoned experts who have roamed the cyber wilderness for years, honing their skills and strategies. Paul Michaud, a master of cyber shenanigans, has an uncanny ability to unravel the most perplexing digital mysteries. Alongside him is Michael Haag, a cyber threat connoisseur who has devoted his life to understanding and mitigating the ever-present dangers lurking in the shadows of cyberspace. Together, they shall guide us through the complex tapestry of this digital ecosystem, revealing hidden treasures and secrets that will undoubtedly leave us with a newfound respect for the world of cybersecurity. So, dear viewers, let us dive deep into the heart of this wondrous realm, where the forces of good and evil collide in an eternal struggle, and let us explore what it truly means to protect our delicate digital existence. Join us on Atomics on a Friday.
Howdy, we made it. Happy Friday.
We survived.
Oh,
It is
we got
Friday.
visitors. There's lots of visitors here. It's cool. It's exciting.
It's been a minute. Let's do this.
I know, it's been like 2 weeks. 2 weeks is 2 weeks too long. Yeah.
Actually, it's been
Happy
3.
Friday. 3 weeks.
We had,
Wow.
Yeah, because we had a move a week. Somebody got busy.
Did we get busy or did we just have time off?
Oh wait, no, I was. That's right. I was on.
Yeah,
I had
you're on
time off.
vacation. And
It was me.
we had a day off and everything. So we were, yeah.
Oh, yeah, both of us had days off.
It was kind of nice.
That's right.
Yep.
Was. Looking for some more.
Yep. All right, everyone's filing in. Cool. Well, let's jam. Welcome to Atomics on the Friday. We got a pretty overflowing agenda today. Our agenda actually extended by 2 bullet points, so that's exciting.
I like how we still have detection and mitigation, but I think we've only actually had it twice, maybe 3 times if I'm not mistaken. Oh.
Yeah, and we have no clue what's next on the next AOA.
No.
Ever.
I think we had that one time. That was during our March Madness series.
Yeah.
We should do one of those again soon.
I was thinking about that. We need some visitors.
Yeah, we do.
Next time.
To pick some cool stuff.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of cool Sigma stuff going down and then red team stuff and there's lots going on.
Let's do it.
What's that? Oh, did you go to DEF CON? I just realized I had this cool sticker from DEF CON. Did you get one? Did you sign up?
I did. Yeah, I got stickers there around somewhere. And the sweet pin. Actually, I think it's downstairs. Nope, it's over here.
Got a pen too.
Nope, still downstairs. But yes, the sweet dumpster fire sticker. It's great.
Yeah.
Great con.
Yeah, it was cool. Awesome. Okay. So big agenda. My name is Michael Haag, principal threat researcher here at Splunk. What else would you like to know? I need to get a GPT generated intro. Maintainer, Atomics, red team, AOAF, lull drivers, all those cool projects out there that everyone's using. And then, that's where we're at.
Basically,
that's all you're getting.
Any new cool open source tool for a defender side is probably written and contributed by Haag. So there's that. I don't have cool accolades, but I'm Paul Michaud. I'm a senior threat hunter at Unit 42. Atomics on Friday, former Atomic Red Team maintainer, Twitter extraordinaire. That's about it.
Nice. And you can follow the project, or you can follow the show on Atomics on a Fry on Twitter as well.
Still think we need to, that's right, burner of TTPs and blue team donor of the year. I still think we should change the I to a Y just so it's Atomic on a Fry.
Yeah. That means I had to click buttons.
Probably get our account locked.
Yeah, I know. Come after us. It's not free or something. Yeah. So first off the agenda, which I'm not following, but we're going to follow this, is Atomic Wednesdays. I dropped 2 this week, and there's some sweet generated graphics in there that you can print and put on your walls at home or save to your phone screen for Atomic Wednesdays, because who doesn't want to carry that with them? But because nobody has contributed them yet, we're going to do it live today on how to contribute an Atomic Wednesday test. Boom. So yeah, if you haven't found these, they're on Twitter. There's a hashtag, follow it, sort by latest, and you'll see.
And if you're a first-time contributor, you get free gear.
Yeah. Yeah,
And you'll just have to ask Brian for the new unreleased t-shirt.
Yeah, I haven't got mine yet.
Same. Only been asking for it for 4 years, but still haven't got it.
You know what? While you're talking about LDAP, I actually received some mail at the door, so I'll go look, and maybe it's here.
Maybe it will be here.
So I'll be right back. You talk LDAP. All in LDAP. That's first. What are we hunting?
Oh yeah, LDAP. No, oh, I skipped that. I don't know how buttons work. Okay, so I'm gonna share a screen if I can.
That's exciting.
Maybe.
Okay.
There we go. I've completely lost all sense of what's occurring on my screen right now. Everybody's disappeared. So if you're asking questions, I can't see that. But let's take a look. So earlier this week, maybe it was last week because I was on PTO, I don't remember, Johnny Johnson and Carlos Perez, Trusted Sec and Binary Defense, released a really great research article on LDAP. Highly recommend reading it. I'll drop it into the chat for you all. But some interesting points for threat hunters. So we won't go through all of this, but also Erica Zellick has another great blog post that came out earlier this year on a whole bunch of different LDAP queries and their different use cases. So 2 great resources for going and looking at those LDAP logs. Now, the interesting components of Johnny and Carlos's research is trying to understand the normal baselining side of things and trying to track down unknown or interesting processes that are communicating and making interesting LDAP requests. So if we think about trying to look at things like the Rubius's, AD Find, AD Explorer, Sharp Labs, Sharp Spray, basically anything that's going to be using LDAP queries, if we just hunt for the tool itself, it's wide and long. But if we focus on the queries and who's executing them and how they're being executed, that gives us a better chance for catching interesting things. So there's a lot of interesting components in this one to talk on, and they kind of go in through different aspects. So in this case, curb roasting. So our good friends at Rubius using the curb roasting flag. And then also some really interesting ones. Now, their research comes from a 7-day lab environment, which is going to have, not as much as if you had 50 or 70,000 endpoints that are running traditionally day to day. So there's some interesting tidbits that we have to think about as we're going and exploring the data and potentially some of the noise. In my hunting this past week, one of the things that came up was kind of these basic user ones. So the object category of person or object user class being user. Quite a bit return that, especially if you're only looking for these types of things or the LDAP query itself contains them. Now, by themselves, interesting. But as soon as you start saying, hey, if these are contained in the LDAP query, it gets extremely noisy from various tools of built-in directory services tools to third-party tools like Citrix, etc. But some of these are just high fidelity, and I have yet to come across things like just domain admin queries, admins groups, the labs query for identifying objects for storing labs passwords, and the PKI enrollment service. So there's actually 2 of these that are actually quite normal. And one of the interesting components that they go into is who is executing them and looking out. Where's it go? Down here. This is what I'm looking for. It's kind of these 4 components of how to start going with it, which is removing system, local service, and network service accounts. A majority of the requests of legitimate things come from these. Now, that's not to say that if you have something running a system and you make requests, that it couldn't be malicious in nature. So factor that in as you're thinking about it. So one of the things that I started with was, okay, let's just remove those known ones, or the ones that I could quickly identify. Then start looking at the processes and doing analysis of like, okay, what are the processes doing? What are the different LDAP queries they're doing? And also like time and spacing of them. Does it seem systematic? Does it seem repetitive, right? Looking at different connections associated to the binary making a request. And back further up, they do a great job touching on things like using named pipes versus straight TCP connections. So there's some interesting things of using, whether it's just executing Rubius or you do inline assembly execution. So there's some interesting data points to look at as you're kind of thinking about it and testing. And then, of course,
do you know if there's an atomic test out there for any of these, or Rubius in general, or anything like that?
I know there is a Rubius curb roasting test. Specific other ones, no. Yeah. But pivot to Erica's blog now. And in here, I really like this approach. So there's probably, I think, like 20 or 25 LDAP queries that you could go test using DS Query, which is a built-in utility, and then just go execute them. And she does a really nice job of also explaining like what it is or why you would see this or what an attacker would use it for. So it gives you that idea of understanding of why am I looking for this so that I can effectively understand the context of why I'm going versus just trying to take it and throw it in. So quick win for hunting wise, the things like, here's a good one, like service principal names. So if things are like curb roasting, constrained delegation, unconstrained delegation, resource constrained delegation, not trusted, shadow credentials. There's a lot of good ones that you could just go and take and start sifting through right now to see for those things. And again, looking at who's executing in the context surrounding them. Most of these should just not turn up anything. In my experience, in my testing this past week, again, not like full expert, but in the data that I have available, these shouldn't return anything from a standard legitimate standpoint. The other way to approach it, again, is then doing the analysis of, okay, well, let's not focus on specific LDAP queries, but use what are the processes of making LDAP queries? What is like the frequency analysis? When are they executing them? What is the surrounding LDAP queries around them? Most of the time for the things that I found where I did get hits, it was legitimate tools like utilities for help desk using to reset users' passwords, modify things of that nature. Again, the Citrix, I don't remember explicitly what the Citrix application was, but that was a very common one that was just issuing just LDAP requests left and right. So there are legitimate ones that you will get flagged on, but those, again, if you're hunting in kind of somewhat static environment, should be able to baseline and tune those out effectively. So yeah, 2 cool articles. Erica's, again, is great for a bunch of different LDAP queries to get you started, of potentially different ways to look at it. Johnny and Carlos's is great on the research side of thinking about how to go about applying different ways to look and tune and sift through LDAP logs. So that's what I hunted this week. Pretty exciting. Excited to do some more research on this and hopefully release some interesting tools of what's normal that you might come across to help you tune them out faster. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the LDAP hunting side.
That's pretty cool, man. I dig it.
Yeah. DS Query. I didn't come across DS Query executing by itself in any environment. So go see it, like, is DS Query even executing in your environment? Because that's a pretty good one. And then if you have things like Mac, you have the, I think, what is it, LDAP search, LDAP query, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Is the one that's kind of like built in for Mac LDAP and Linux LDAP. So if you have like 80 devices joined for Mac and Linux, it's the other one.
Paul,
PowerShell, of course.
I think the bells are ringing that we need some atomic tests around these for even Mac Linux.
I'm sure. Hey, there's plenty. Based on Erica's things alone, there's probably 20 atomics that you could go build out right now and get free t-shirts for.
Yep. I already dropped. We have a very simple DS query. There's some basic ADSI searcher ones in there. But the rest, I don't think we have, and especially Erica's blog here. This is very extensive. That would be really cool to get added.
Yeah, and I think LDAP logs are really an underutilized telemetry source because of, if you think about what adversaries are going to have to do, whether it's an adversary or a red team, right? Like they're going to enumerate things and components out of the environment. It's depending on, if it's like a red team doing the low and slow, more stealth, tactical side of things versus, your APT that comes in crashing in through the windows and doors, like a SWAT team raiding a house, like very loud and explosive. Yeah, so I think it's just one of those sources that is a great source to pivot to and kind of just have in the back pocket, depending on how much, how many endpoints and how much logging is there. Yeah, NAS, the generic Sigma hunt, top tier.
Yeah.
Depending on the size of the environment, you can return a lot of event telemetry. In one instance, in a particular 24-hour window, there was probably about 3 million events. So a lot of potential in there and sifting them out. And that was, again, excluding things like trying to sift through the things of the service accounts, NT authority system, etc. There's quite a bit there. So just another thing to keep in mind, depending on your environment size, as you kind of start to build this out. Maybe don't start with the wildcards, or maybe just do like a quick 12 to 24-hour search window so you don't crank out a whole bunch of computational units on those back-end systems.
You just reminded me, buddy. We have a anyway, I could talk about it. Yeah, that's cool. Love it. Need more.
More LDAP.
Very blurry. Sorry. Okay.
It's the cats.
Turn off the light. It's the cats. It's the APT. The APT's in the camera.
Yeah.
You laugh. I'm just saying. No, it's cool. Yeah, I threw other things. I think probably the SysAid was kind of like the new thing this week. APT be dropping O-Days. Huntress dropped a super cool blog on all the cool things. They actually reproduced the O-Days. And we both double tapped. That's awesome.
Oh, hold on. There we go. I got it. We're good.
They reproduced it, and yeah. What I thought when I saw that they reproduced it, I was thinking in my head, I was like, what's stopping? It was quick too. It wasn't like a longer term reproduction of it, but it made me think. I was like, should we just start like requesting Huntress to just go after all these like file sharing and like little one-off apps? I mean, it's very bug bounty-ish, but why not?
I guess I don't know how prevalent SysAid is. I've only heard of one organization utilizing it in my past experience, specifically like the cloud instance.
Yeah.
So I don't know how frequent it comes up from that standpoint. So that's kind of interesting. Like that point, very, obviously critical if you do have it, but what's the scope of it compared to like a Confluence, right? Which is another big one that hit this week.
Yeah, and so I think for like SysAid, from the tweets that are out there, and I think Huntress states in here too somewhere that the amount of them is like in the hundreds, at least found on like Shodan, maybe about, I think it was like 700. Yeah, 230, just under 900, based on SysAid and the HTML. So could be limited based on that. Where, Confluence, which still is extremely prevalent and being popped what appears to be daily. I think that's still the big one. So
the problem I have with the Confluence one is the wording of it. And maybe it's my lack of understanding. But when it first came out and dropped as a 9.1 or a 9.3 CVSS, to me, it seemed like information disclosure that wouldn't result in you being able to execute code.
Yep.
But turns out that was not the case, and we saw numerous reports of ransomware execution. Now, the one interesting thing that we saw with Confluence is being very targeted, right? So most traditional ransomware, if you think about it, I go in, I get a foothold in the org, I take, I'm in there a couple hours, maybe a day or two, working my way around, privilege escalation, lateral movement, etc., getting ready, and then blast out ransomware on everything. Some of the things that we're seeing were basically it gets hit, script gets dropped, binary gets dropped, you execute it, you encrypt just the Confluence server. So not like lateral movement, not going anywhere else. Let's straight to there. But you think about it, that's a pretty big hit, regardless, based on what a lot of people use Confluence for, Jira, etc. So it's kind of interesting from that perspective of just basically more automated mass exploitation of that, targeting both Windows and Linux. So you can run both. So looking at those Tomcat suspicious processes off of Tomcat for the Windows, forgot what it was for, I think it was Java on the Linux side. So, if you have good detection post-exploitation on those, various web technologies, Java, Tomcat, IIS, W3WP, etc. Apache, Nginx,
Apache, Nginx, the whole crew. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, as a web tech, just run it.
Yeah, I just remembered that I had been tracking the Confluence stuff over here on this little server. Just logged in. So Bob Trooper is our legitimate admin, but these people, who are you? And it wasn't me either. So it's kind of interesting. It all happened within the same day.
Well, look at the naming structure of those.
Yeah.
Are those a Metasploit module now?
Google. Volhub. They're definitely out there. Pre-built vulnerable environment based on Docker.
That seems suspicious.
Make a vulnerable environment easy. I wonder if there's some kind of scanning component to their toolset. I don't know. Maybe. They have a GitHub. There's a Gits.
I mean,
oh wow,
it can't be considered passive scanning if it went and created a user.
Yeah, they got quite a bit up in here. Probably 2215.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's nice that they set it all. Yeah. So yeah, this is basically the whole. Great this is how to use it, and then it's nice that they post the whole thing in here. So if you haven't seen it live, this is basically what it looks like, right? I guess I should have showed today also Honey Mimic, but that would have been cool. So yeah, I mimic this, and I think I mimic the F5 one, and then we also have there's another one.
The Citrix one? The Netscape?
Yeah, the Citrix one. Yep. The Citrix one's really cool. The 24,000 A's.
Is it just 24,000? Not 25?
24,848.
Yeah, there's a change to that one.
Want me to rip the code up?
It's up to you.
I have a log. Oh, it's empty. Yeah, we got too much to show. We'll see. We'll see if at the end we have time for Honey Mimic.
What's next?
Did you see the giant report from Kaspersky?
Kaspersky?
Yeah, Kaspersky. It's like 380 pages. The modern...
Kaspersky. That part? No. Like, congrats.
Yeah, we have the largest report. Please go read.
On not just an APT group. Anything that mimics an APT, UNC, anything in the Asian area has been reported on that. Yeah.
My favorite was just the naming of modern Asian APT groups. Like, is there like retro APT Asian groups or something? Like, oh my God.
Like they targeting, like from hackers, like are they only targeting like the analog setup systems using like Telnet dial-up connections?
Yeah, FTP, floppy disk. They drop 5 1/4 in the in the parking lots.
They're phone freaking.
Yeah, they whistle.
Just whistling into a phone.
Yeah, retro Asian APT groups are not as cool as these new modern groups these days. Jeez. So yeah,
Yes,
there's that. Thank you, Casper Sky.
Darkgate still doing its thing. It's a very interesting group. Malware.
Yep. Family.
I'm not sure the tagging.
Modern
cab files
Darkgate.
though. I don't know if they're still doing cab files, but they're dropping those for a bit.
We need to demo that. Why are we not demoing the cab generator?
Do you have? Oh, you do have the cab generator. I forgot about that.
I have the cab generator, right?
This is the problem. Mike has like 70 tools that are just chilling in his laptop, ready to be released into the wilderness.
Yeah, I know. Y'all have like no clue the amount of things I could be sharing.
You gotta just stage them and then drop them all at once. Like even if they're not finished, just get it up into the repo.
Yeah,
somebody else will finish it if they want it.
In a repo, I couldn't tell you which repo. Okay, all right. So I made this specifically for Darkgate because I didn't want to like play with too much evils. I wanted to make my own evils, and I wanted to make it in a safe place. Oh, this is cool. On StreamYard, you can now ship the audio when you share a tab. It's kind of cool. There's no audio on this.
Neat.
But yeah, so I called this the taxi cab deliver your fresh.url. And so what I kind of recommend with it is like, hey, like you want to deliver an ISO or something. Let me, if I could find an ISO. I have an ISO. Okay, I'm trying to like figure out a way to click it.
Speaking of ISOs, did you see the new release of in Windows soon? They're going to start just denying ISOs from being mounted. Which is kind of good, but also potentially problematic at the same time. But
yeah, did you see the tweet back to that?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. That's exactly what was going to happen, right? We didn't fully think it through. Great step. Needs some work. Although very excited about the SMB stuff that's coming out, which is when you're configuring new shares, we're not just going to open up all the firewall rules to allow SMB inbound, outbound to anything and everything. So very excited for that one. Goodbye InPacket. Yes. Very excited for that just to finally be dead. It won't be, but I have dreams and hopes that maybe one day we'll just disable SMB inbound for everything. And
hopes and dreams, man. It's the future.
So it keeps me going.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. Microsoft will figure it out and we will make the world a safer place at scale.
And we will pay them more money for it.
Yes.
It's never out of the goodness of their heart. You will pay for it.
Yeah, this is like an E9 license that you're talking about. So
no, we're just going to double it. It's going to be, what, E10 at this point, since we're on E5. Kind of how we went from 8 to 10.
All right, man. I'm hopping into my demo environment.
Let's do it.
Please do not knock. Please do not knock. I'm using like my hands. Please don't knock all the APT tradecraft you're about to see here. Okay.
So much tradecraft.
Yeah, there's like
Red
everything's in here.
Start taking notes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So first, I'm going to start with the cab. I hope you were watching the quick demo as we talked over it, but I generated this little cab file. And if you were paying attention during Darkgate, like in the last 2 weeks, it's like, hey, click this PDF, open your PDF, click the URL, takes it to the site, it downloads a cab file. And typically it says like, let me rename it. It says like, it'll say right here, it'll say like, unpack me. And so that seems safe. I will. All right. So you got to unpack it. And then if you want to buy WinRAR, go for it. But I'm not today. I'm going to use the eval copy. So then it says like unpack me. Obviously, when it says that, you're supposed to like go unpack it. So here's my unpacked file. I open it. Oh, hey, this is my PDF icon thing. That's my URL, not yours. And you can obviously go to properties. nice. You can see the URL, and we'll see. I don't know if I have this set to my default browser. Let's double tap. It's going to open up Exploder. Yeah, you know what? It's safe. Let's add it. Done.
Did you just white card or wild card GitHub?
Yes. All right, there's my ISO that I so needed from some random email I received today. And then you double tap.
You've downloaded that same ISO 4 times?
I told you not to make fun of all the APT that you will see in here.
See, we joke, but the amount of times a user has gone, oh, it didn't work, let me try it again, and then you see that same file 3 or 4 times, it happens.
Yeah, that's the best.
And then, of course, calculator runs, and the APTs are now inside.
Yes, the APTs are now beyond the network. They are the network. All right, so that was my cab generator to allow for quick and easy cab generation.
So
I need
great hunt. If you're collecting network telemetry, some of your next-gen firewalls will actually track specific file types that are downloaded. So if you have that ability, you can go hunt for cab files being downloaded from non-standard sites like Microsoft. Great hunt, high fidelity, some cool stuff coming out of there. I highly recommend.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool. I'll bring up. I'll just share it. I'll share them soon. If you want the cab deliver cabs, hit me up. That's what I'm gonna say. Just hit me up.
I'm waiting for all of the tools. I've yet to have any of them.
We keep talking.
There's only like 30 of them, and only so much time to use them all.
Yes, that's true. All right,
maybe 30 more by the time I get the first 30.
Yeah, exactly. By the time anybody sees anything, we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna first. What are we gonna do? Let's do Atomic Wednesday. All right, so Atomic Wednesday, we deliver free and fresh atomics straight to your door, where you can quickly generate and receive a cool t-shirt and sticker. And I'm pretty sure they might be here today. Nas was one of them. But yeah, folks have been sharing their cool pics, and they submit a PR, get a free shirt, sticker. So first, the gist of it is, it's as simple as this. You get a gist, and you can go and read the tweets. Which are these? I don't know if you can see these publicly or not now. Probably not. There we go. So there's this new thing called dev drive on Windows 11, and you use fsutil dev drive to enable it, and then dev drive enable disallow AV. And there's a bunch of other things you can do here, but I made the test simple enough to where you're just disabling AV on a dev drive, because the rest of the test, which I did provide in the gist, is where you just make a directory and you make it a virtual disk and you drop Mimikatz in there. And because you disabled AV on the dev drive, you can just sit here based on screenshots. You can run Mimikatz out of the dev drive. So it's a really cool little test. I tried like multiple versions of Windows 11, and I don't apparently have coolness to run dev drive. But yeah, the simple as that. You can just copy it, and we're going to go to, I even tell you the T number, 1562001. So you go here, you download, Invoke Atomic, you download it with the Atomics, you go in here, you type in T1562001, open, and then open it up in your favorite editor. Please ignore all the APT tradecraft up top. Scroll down to the bottom, almost all 1,000 lines of code. Oh my gosh.
Are APTs still targeting Notepad++?
As far as like delivering fake Notepad++, or delivering fake evil?
Well, legit Notepad++ with a malicious DLL for some nice search order hijacking.
Oh, I don't.
Thanks to our homies at PlugX, aka Mustang Panda.
There was some recent Notepad Plus stuff I did see. I can't remember what it was. Was it the plug
Yeah, I don't
X?
recall.
There was something.
Probably. It's always
recently.
plug X.
Yeah, it's some APT.
Basically, anything that's search order hijacking is plug X. Nothing else. Only Mustang Panda, which means you probably have seen APTs.
Yes. Just real quick, I have to show this off.
do this.
There is tab complete in here, so you can just hit tab to cycle through, which I really dig. All right. So is this large enough? Are you guys able to see that? Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's enhance.
Enhance.
Font. What's going on here? Okay. Whoa.
Oh. What happened there?
I don't know. Maybe something else is jacked up here. Everyone's like, gosh.
Do your 8x12 again.
Consolas?
No.
Is there a way to hit default bold? 18?
Hold on, wait. Yeah.
There we go. This is looking better. All right, hang on.
Good enough.
Stand by.
There's
One
the
more.
defaults.
Let's go 20. Oh, is there a button?
Oh, yeah. No, just hit 20. You're good.
All right. See that
That
better?
works.
Cool. Sorry. All right, so we're going to show a details brief on our updated YAML. And it just scrolls. And then our dev drive one is down here at the bottom. Boom. Copy paste that. Drop it into a PR, and you are a lucky first-time contributor, and you get a free shirt and sticker. But Mike, I want to do the other one. Oh, good. Thanks for reminding me. So let's go first. We need to drop this into the chat. I'm sure someone out there right now is going to kick this off. All right, there we go. So something I noticed was we don't have an Atomic for auto IT. I don't know what you call it. Auto evil.
Auto edge.
Okay.
Auto malware.
Auto malware, because it automatically makes it easy. So I was like, cool, let's do this. So I made a very, very simple one here. We're going to drop this under T1059, and I actually verified this with our good friend Jamie at MITRE to make sure I was on the right track. And you notice here, there is no folder for T1059. So now I have to figure out my Windows skills to create a new folder. T1059, boom. These are the steps you need to take to submit this test. And now that I'm in here, I'm going to do another folder called source. And then I'm going to open it. And then I'm going to copy out. I'm going to hit raw. I'm going to copy out our test. I'm going to name it auto message box AU3. Boom, boom. Open new text auto message box AU3. Boom. Yep. Save it. Open that right here. Boom. Close. Save. So yeah, this is basically our script that we're going to run. Good to go. And then go back one. Now in here, hey, look at that PowerShell 7 on here. That's cool. Do another one.
Did you install it?
I did.
Okay.
No, Paul. It was APT that totally did it.
Look,
You're like,
sweet. What did I share yesterday where APT brought in their own Python interpreter again? It's the CrowdStrike blog, right? Something kitten, Imperial kitten,
man,
Feral cat. I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah. It's the Imperial Kitten blog that came out from CrowdStrike.
Nice.
It was, out of everything they highlighted, the most subtle statement in there was, oh yeah, they also, by the way, brought in Python 3.11 interpreter. Like that was just like a little byline. Like if you were just kind of like, casually scrolling it, chances are you probably skip right over that.
Yeah, I did not see that.
Yeah, we did not bold that component. Like that's probably one of the most interesting components of that whole article.
Yep. You should drop that in the chat. But all right, so T1059, because this is the top level, this is the first Atomic in a first brand new folder, etc. You do have to add this line in here, which is like, hey, the display name, T1059, blah, blah, blah. And then you start with your Atomic. So the Atomic is what it will do. It will download auto evil to a temp directory, extract, execute, and it has an input arg. So if you want to modify where your script is located, or you want to use custom AU3 files, you can do that. Just pass it here, which I can show real fast. Boom. Wrong one, correct one. All right, so now we created this new thing. We want to go here, invoke atomic test, T1059, show detail. There's only one test, right? So it makes it easy to show the details. And yeah, that's it. Just shows you the details of this test. And something we've been doing recently is where we just tap in the, right here, the IWR directly into the executor. So it'll just download auto it the first time, expands it to env temp, and it'll start it and start our message box. Let's do it live. Let's see if it works. It worked on my other machine. Let's see if it works here. I know it takes a second to get to, so we'll just watch paint dry. We need ASCII art in Atomic, you know, like you're waiting for a test to like download something and it just like scrolls like the bird, or scrolls like a thunderbolt going across the screen. That'd be cool.
Where's
PR. Oh, is it going? Did something happen? No, nothing happened.
Wait for it. Side note, I recently grabbed one of those Darkgate auto scripts and tried to do some
obfuscated,
else on it. That thing is the most disgusting scripting language I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It is.
I did see that you could like, I told Nas this, I was like, this is pretty cool. Like you can actually like have the auto script like type in numbers like on the key on calc or something. So you could do spawn calc and like type a number out, like, hey, here's my phone number. Like
you could spawn command shell and then type who am I on it and instantly know who you are.
Yeah. It'd be faster too.
A lot faster than whatever red teams are doing these days, trying to figure out who they are. Just kidding to all of our red teamers out there. I am just kidding.
Oh, that was good. That was
slightly
good.
Not, but also still kidding. But for real, most EDRs who are alerting to things of that nature, of like the NL test, the who am I, etc., like those are showing up as like the low severity. What happened there?
Don't look. I don't know what's in here.
Is that more malware?
There's all kinds of stuff in here. Stop. What is it
Stop
doing?
What?
I don't know.
Did that message box show up? I think it did.
What is that? I wonder what malware that was. Yeah, it's right here. Message box. Boom.
Oh, there it
Hello
is. Yeah.
From Atomic Red Team. It takes a while.
Yeah, that icon too, by the way, is very like.
Yeah, we could probably fix that.
See that all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we did our 2 Atomic Wednesdays. What's on the agenda?
Heck yeah.
right.
ATH.
ATH. Okay.
You ready for this one?
Is this one working? I don't know. We'll see. Can I do the load drivers one first? Let's do the load drivers one first.
Yeah, let's do that one. Let's go.
All right. So
for this one.
Yeah, this is actually pretty sweet. Did I share this with you? What we changed or what Nas changed?
Yeah, you're telling me about it.
Okay, cool. So you want to contribute a new driver to load drivers. So first, you found a new driver. So our good friend here, Phantom Byte, just literally shipped in a GitHub issue saying, hey, here's a new one. And of course, throw a little heart at it. Thanks. And you go to the project, you're like, wow, this is cool. There's some sweet artwork. And then tells you about what this is doing and how to start it, etc. Well,
don't tell me. It
Yes.
creates a service.
No. Not just any service, a kernel service.
Oh, only there was a way to detect and figure out when these are occurring. Anywho, keep going.
I mean, it's not blocked yet, apparently. I haven't ran it on like a Win 11 yet. Maybe Nas. I don't know if Nas did either, but anyway. So you got this new driver and I want to contribute this. Well, your lucky day is today. So we have this thing called loaddrivers.streamlit.app, which we just updated, and I totally forgot what I was typing. True site. Okay. True site dot sys. And I'm just going to type your short name, Phantom Byte, to just Phantom for the moment. And you can upload all this stuff like, hey, vulnerable driver, cool, it's verified. That's probably should have been true. Nas, we might need to update that. And then drop in your description. Well, like in this case, the easy thing to drop in is copy this. I guess I could have just skipped over that, but I'm not. And you can name any of this if you want. You can say it works on Windows 11 because that's what the description says. Yep, cool.
It's on the internet. It has to be true.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Dark side. Whoa. Hang on now. This is new. This is what we added. All right, so check it out. So you could do the OG where you just paste in the hash, but I didn't get a hash. Like all I got was a driver. So I don't have time for hashes. Well, you could also just drop in your API key for VT and then give it, hang on, a large list of hashes. So if you need to generate a bunch of new LOL drivers, boom, all right here, ready to jam. It'll put your key in, put your list in, and it'll just go and generate the YAML. But today, it's your lucky day. I just want to upload a driver that I've already downloaded. Don't look at my downloads directory. Stand by. Oh, I already missed it. I didn't download it. This is how you download it. If anybody wants to know how to download a driver from GitHub, there you go. So you go here, go back to my download directory that you're really not paying attention on. True site. Okay, ready? So basic info, done. And all I have to do is click this. Look at that. Hang on, it gets better. All the metadata is here.
Absolute money.
All of it. So now, as a contributor, it's already merged.
It's already it auto merged. There's no checks and validation. It just goes in.
Yeah. So you can just take this YAML if you're uploading a new driver to the project. Just copy, ship a PR. It was that easy. So I literally did exactly as we just did that. Go to PRs. Go here. Dark side. I should have saved this for somebody. But yeah, I didn't. So yeah, you just upload that YAML. If you have the driver, which this one we do, paste the driver in there, paste the YAML in there. Boom, you are now a first-time contributor, not anymore, to LOL drivers. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's a pretty cool one. Man, we're full of demos today. Not done. There's still more.
I think this is the most demoing that's been done.
Yes, I know.
Except going back to the March Madness stuff, where we just ripped shells all day long.
Okay, I need to drink some water. This is... All right. So, bring up the stage. We're going to now talk about what you've all been waiting for. You need to get some cool momentum here, right? Come on. We're going to talk about atomic test harnesses. So, I was geeking out one day. I love this tool, this Python tool called Streamlit. If you never used Streamlit before, it is a really, really cool Python little thing where you can build all kinds of stuff. And what you saw for LOL drivers, the web app, you can just upload your stuff to their community cloud for free through a repo. And you literally just tell it your repo, the directory where your app is located, and it literally just takes it and pushes it to their cloud. So that's how we handle LOL drivers. This is what Sigma has now. We have boot kits, the bootloader, YAML generators on there. It's just easy to use. And it's as simple as this. You import Streamlit, and then the language is very cool. It's super simple. You can go to the docs. They have a million examples for you to play with. You want to get started beyond the installation, beyond that. Hang on. It gets better. Get started right here. Deploy. No. Get started right here. I was not ready for this. Components. Go to components. No, I'm in the wrong place. Okay. We'll click on a random one. That's not the right place to go. Where are the docs? Okay, you want to write something on your Streamlit app. It's very easy to do. You just do st.write, and you just like I said, they have examples like crazy. And you could just write all this out, and they have all of this stuff completely embedded into their site. So you can just like see it live. Like this is what this would look like. So it's very easy to understand and use and play with. And you can manipulate things. They even gone down to the point where like you could do the whole LLM chatbot type thing to have ST chat and inputs and all that. And again, it has all of it built in, so you can like come in here and like ask it questions and play. There's a bunch of like demo apps. Like it's great. Like I love Streamlit. It's really cool. So check it out if you haven't. So anyway, I was sitting around one moment and I was like, how can I make atomic test harnesses like just a little bit easier to like present and give to somebody? Because it produces a lot of data to start, and there's a lot of complexity in the parameters and the switches, and there's just a lot going on. And so I was like, a couple of requirements. I want a database for the output of the data. Yes. I want a database. So like whatever I execute, I want to see it. I want to be able to go back and like review it, because right now it's like you run it and it's like tons of stuff happens and it's just a lot. So thanks, Dawes. I was like, all right, first, like I install ATH, like how do I know it's installed and working? So it has this cool little thing where it like goes and runs, and it's running all the PowerShell in the background of this app. So it's literally Python running PowerShell. And it goes like, yeah, you got all these things running. Cool. Good job. And so then minus my sad little front page, I needed like a cool image. So then I was like, well, let's convert the invoke ATH compiled help. And so I have all the examples in here that are in the PowerShell code itself. You can name this whatever you want, like help me, don't click twice. You can tell it the path of your HH. You can tell it the scripting engine you want to use. And this is all coming from the code itself. So you want to encode it. You want to use a different info text storage handler. Sure. You want to change your topic to HTML. Things like that. And then you could also tell it like whatever you want to do. Like these are all just the different switches that you could run. And so you hit run. I've never ran this one before, so it's probably not going to work, of course. I'll just click like renamed HH. How's that? Ready? Click run. And it should run, and it's not outputting. Oh, I knew I should have took screenshots. There it goes. See, I told you it works. I told you.
It's money.
So yeah, so you get all of this now. It outputs in JSON because I wanted it to go into a little database again to make it kind of easy and clean to query. Yeah, you could do like JScript, whatever, neat cool stuff like that. And it runs. So yeah, there's your ATH compiled help, neato. But hey, you want to dump LSASS too, right? Like, again, you could specify the PID, whatever you want to do. So just leave it default where it will not use that. We'll just say yes to this. Yeah, it's all the parameter, all the options are here. Dump it into temp, run it. I know this one works because I ran it earlier. Oh, it's probably because
I know it works. Oh, it's because it works. The DMP file exists.
Yeah, probably. There's not that much error handling, so
yeah. Look, error handling's overrated. It adds to your code base complexity.
Yes.
Just write it right the first time, and you won't have to handle any errors.
I don't know where it's at. If it's in here, I can't find it.
Just kidding about the error handling, by the way. Freaking out about that right now.
Somebody
on the who am I?
Yeah. Okay. Well, moving to the next one. I don't know if this one works. I can't remember. So let's run it and find out.
There's only one way to find out.
There you go.
It worked.
Yay. And then process injection. This is the herpaderp ATH. I think it works. I haven't ran it for like a week.
I don't remember what this one is.
Yeah, most people probably don't. It's kind of a different one. It was meant to.
Is that like the command line spoofing one?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. So I left this one in because I could at least show a genericness. So this one is like extremely complex because the idea with ATH out PowerShell 1 was that there's like a million options with this one, and I'm going to fix it. I have some ideas, but again, it's meant to just help with like being able to go through here and click on all these different things, do it however you want to do it kind of thing, right? Yeah, I found that I can't get this one to work because I'm not an expert. So I have it just outputting the command, which I then found that it's not working either. So I need to fix that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this one. I think it's cool. I think there's two things. I think I told you this in chat earlier, was like, I think I want to create it to where it just outputs the command and push this to like the Streamlit cloud thing. So if you want to just like generate the commands and then go copy paste and run them, probably your best bet. I might do that. I think the runner piece is cool. The only issue I found with using this runner is that I tried to reproduce it on installing Streamlit and Python and everything like that on like 3 different instances, and I can't get it to work. So this is the only box right now that I can get this to work on. So kind of bummed about that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. So like I said, maybe just generating the commands is enough. I don't know. I don't know how folks would. I don't know if folks want to use this or not. The database. You want to just query it? You can hit true. Or if you have like a GUID that you're looking for, you could type the GUID in there, things like that. Are you looking for like, something pretty specific? You can do that too.
That's awesome.
Or like a PID, right? You're looking for like something very, very specific. Yeah, because that was the big thing, was like, you can generate so much data with ATH. And maybe you're using a SIM, maybe you're not, but like just being able to kind of go back and find this stuff, which would be nice. So yeah.
Especially the GUID stuff, like having that unique tracker, especially the stuff with like Atomic Runner, being able to effectively track those tests, especially when you're doing like at scale, consistent testing, like it makes it difficult. Versus like the one-offs, right? Like when you're just trying to generate some test data to run against, like you're trying to hunt something, and you just need something to have to validate what you're looking for actually makes sense. But no, those are really awesome tools, man. Really excited to see some of those, especially some of the honey mimic stuff you've been working on as well. A lot of cool stuff coming in the pipeline.
Yeah. Honey mimic is pretty sweet. I think I hit a wall with it, and Nas is going to help me now. He doesn't know that. Man. He just heard.
Make Jose help too.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the whole crew in on that one. But yeah, super cool.
Don't bring me. I'll just delete all the air handling.
You can fix all the issues with it.
Yeah. Oh, here's your problem. You have too many catches for your air handling. Just get rid of that. So
exactly.
Works on my box.
Don't know about you. But yeah, I got a lot of things. Jamming right now. Pretty excited. Pretty exciting things. I just need to start shipping them. Need to find homes for them.
Just drop them.
Yeah. I still have all the code for. Yeah. And I was like, not me. I still got all the code for all the mockben things that I did for mockben.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I still got all that code laying around, like to just go and download all the mockben data. Like that is super cool. Like
that's a good one. Yeah, that's gotta get dropped.
I know. I need to just release it.
Yeah, I found it's Imperial Kitten, not Feral Cat.
Feral Cat. Oh yeah, you shared the link. I need to.
Yeah, I did. All right. Other cool thing.
Yeah.
IMAP for C2 coming back hot. What are those unknown binaries? Yeah, they used IMAP for C2.
Oh, that's lit.
It's a cool blog. Definitely recommend checking it out. But for real, like,
you're getting.
I need to go track down what specifically was occurring with that bring your own Python interpreter. So I've only seen that in one other instance where a document brought in the Python interpreter and then dropped some scripts and then executed it. Only saw that one other time, and that was a red team.
Is it this blog? I think this is what you shared.
Yes.
Okay.
Imperial Kit. Yep. Focused on Middle East, specifically over in Israel.
Oh yeah, look at that. And a copy of Python. Wow. Okay.
And I think what gets me is because, oh yeah, it's once the victim, opens the file, malicious macros, open the document, and then, oh yeah, by the way, a bunch of files get written and also a copy of Python 3.11, and then just kind of like collects and just keeps going. Like, just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know. It doesn't
the
really.
way that it was written was very subtle of like, you'll just go straight over it, like, hold up. But then it goes
Yeah,
a little
that's
more.
it's obvious. Yeah. Cool.
Good
That
stuff.
is very cool.
Yeah, neat blog. Definitely check it out.
Cool.
There's definitely some good insights in there.
Per
usual.
Trying to
As much
get
as I
all
knock
the-
on CrowdStrikes, they do have some good intelligence on certain things.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes.
So hold on, wait. 2 weeks would put us at the day after Thanksgiving, and I might be a little overfed from turkey.
Okay.
May not be around. I'm gonna be around. It just depends on how many people want to come hang out on a Friday after Thanksgiving.
Okay, so the 24th is tricky. So the 1st, December 1st, I'll be around.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I don't have anything going on.
All right, we'll push it out.
Dude, holidays. We're bumping it.
I know. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, maybe we can share something cool. Maybe we can get a visitor. Maybe Nas will join us. There, he's been invited.
You don't know it yet.
Yeah. Hopefully he's still there. Cool. Is that good? Nas?
I think
All
we're
right?
good.
Still there?
Sorry. I will find out when we tell him.
Yep. He's gonna be here on December 1st. So we'll talk about Sigma and all the cool things that Sigma has
Yeah,
created.
there's so much Sigma stuff going on. Actually, that's probably a good one.
Yeah, definitely. There's like this cool thing called Sig Converter that's been popping. Yeah, he's in. So we're good. December 1st.
We're in.
All right. So let me bring
Band's getting back together.
Yes. Yes. This is pretty cool. I really dig this site. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, let's do that. I'll ship it. We will
ship it.
Damn.
I'll catch you in 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Okay. That gives us time to like make a slide or something.
We already have slides. They're usually 95% done, and we just like delete 1 or 2 words each time.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. Yep. That's true. Cool. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, what a good day. I will ship all this.
Let's do it again soon.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining. Hope you learned something. Talk to you later.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.